Welcome to our Aer Go Tote 2 review. In this review, I'm gonna break down everything that you need to know about this tote to decide whether it's the tote for you. But you're gonna wanna stick around till the end, because throughout the entire review, I'll pack it out so you can see exactly sort of how it works. And I'll also make some alternative tote recommendations if this one's not quite suiting your needs. Let's kick it off with the gist of the Aer Go Tote 2. Based in San Francisco, Aer is a company that is known for making super sleek, super dark, super urban EDC gear. Their backpacks are legendary, but I gotta say, I was actually really impressed with this tote. It's made with super durable and super kind of hip, wrinkly looking materials. Got some really nice functionality and accessibility to it. A magnetic quick access front pocket, zip pocket on the outside, and a couple of pockets, just two, right? Oh, we got three sort of compartments on the inside, so pretty minimalist altogether, which is good, because that's what you kind of want out of a tote. Or do you? We're gonna find out. But ultimately, the biggest feature is the fact that this is a part of Aer's Go series, which is a packable series. So you can see how this sort of goes into pancake mode. That's because while this tote can be used for your everyday carry, going to the grocery store, going shopping, it's also ideal to throw in your backpack or suitcase. So when you get to your location that you're traveling to, kaboom, you got a nice tote bag and it didn't take up a lot of space in your actual packing. As always, Aer brings their A game with their materials. We've got Cordura crinkle nylon, blue sign certified, YKK zip, Duraflex hardware. It currently comes in 3 color options. It weighs 1.2 pounds. This is the tote when it's in pancake style, super empty. And this is the tote when it's fully packed out. Like I said, I'm gonna fill it out throughout this entire review so you can see exactly what it fits. This is the tote when carried by me. For reference, I am 5'8". All Aer products come with a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects. And the tote is 17.5 liters. And for all you see before you, this tote will run around $89 US. Now, if at any point during this review you're like, whoa, it's packable, it's hip, it's the tote of my freaking dreams, and you're gonna make a purchase, we do ask that you do so using the first link in the description. Reason being, that link makes sure that you get the best price. Oftentimes we have discount codes, and it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel. Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about the outside of the Aer Go Tote 2. First up, branding, super subtle. Aer is always very anonymous and discreet with their branding. Just got this little tab right here. That's the only branding on this tote, so if you don't want a big, loud branded tote, good option. Next up though, the most dominant aspect of this tote is going to be this crinkle Cordura material. It's called crinkle because it's got like that sort of like hipster wrinkled vibe. Like, I didn't scrunch this thing up. That's the look of this material. That's the vibe they're going for. And if you're like, you keep saying Cordura, what does this mean? Cordura is a company that makes some of the best materials that's used by some of the best backpacks and bags and products in the world. So if you buy a product and it's got this tag right there by Cordura, it just means that the materials are gonna rock. This particular material is quite water resistant, but it also adds to that packability essence. There's not a lot of padding in it. It's thin, it's light, it's perfect for what you want in a packable tote. We'll start in the back. We have a luggage pass-through holder, great for traveling, and it allows you to keep your tote upright. Then we got a quick access zip pocket right here. YKK zip, similar to Cordura making the best materials and fabrics, YKK makes the best zippers. And this is gonna be for things that you want quicker access to. There's no additional organization in this pocket. It does have a light gray interior, which kind of gives it a little bit of a highlight effect. It's not like this black on black, which makes it hard to find your gear. This just, just gives you a little bit extra visibility. So for me, I'll toss something like my phone in there. I got an iPhone 13. You can see it fits with room to spare. AirPods, pretty big pocket. I might throw something else in there. Little protein bar, right? In case I get peckish on the road. Beautiful. Sides, 2 pockets, 1 on each side. You would probably call these water bottle pockets. So let's do a little test. I've got a 22-ounce water bottle from Columbia here, and then a, how big are you? 1,000 milliliter, whatever that is in ounces and other metrics. Let's do a test to see if these guys fit. I assume the Columbia will be no problemo. Oh yeah, but how about for this monster water bottle? Woo. Oh yeah, really impressive. So if you are the kind of person who travels with your tote with 2 big ass water bottles, they'll fit one on either side. Or if you're a bit more normal and you're not traveling with 2 big ass water bottles, you can throw a regular water bottle on one side. And I always think an umbrella is perfect for these side pockets, right? In case you get hit with a last second rainstorm, you are dry and good to go. Let's talk about maybe the most important feature though of this sling is this magnetic front pocket. Duraflex hardware, just go ahead and pop it open magnetically like this and it closes super satisfyingly into place like that. But it's just a big old pocket and it's kind of like a throw-all. No additional organization. And I like the versatility of this pocket. And that's because the size, it expands a bit. So if you want to throw something a little bit bulkier in there, you can. Let's see if my big ass Sony headphones will fit with room to spare. And because it's a throw all, let's just throw all tons of stuff in there. I got some gum, I got my moleskin notebook, right? I got a Kindle, I'm gonna pop that in the middle. And you can see, still closes with room to spare. And I like this pocket also because of its versatility. Because totes for me are great for traveling, they're great for shopping, they're also great for beach days. So if you are traveling with it, or you're shopping and you wanna keep certain things away from each other, or you're hitting up that beach and you got, a really wet, sandy towel, you don't wanna put it in the main compartment with all your other gear, you just go ahead and throw it in there, it separates it. Love this pocket, and I love the super strong Duraflex magnet. It's probably the most important, or I'd say interesting feature of this tote as a whole. Last up, let's talk about the carrying. We got these two handles right here. Love them. Well, I think that they might use a bit more padding. They're not super comfortable. They're kind of coarse and stiff. Now at 17.5 liters, you don't need these to be like super comfy. It's not gonna be like a big ass like IKEA tote, right? Maybe a bit more padding would have been nice, but the rigidness is nice because it sort of allows the handles to kind of stand upright by themselves. And that makes the accessibility of grabbing the handles a lot easier. And we got a lot of space here, which means if you're in hand mode, awesome sauce. But if you're in shoulder mode, double awesome sauce. And then you can keep everything nice and tidy with this little buckle right here. Close it, straps stay together. Very well done. Now let's talk about the inside of the Aer Go Tote 2. To get into the inside, we've got a YKK zipper right here. It's kind of interesting. This is not a fully waterproof tote. A lot of totes aren't. But you can see we got some openings here and on the other side. So if you were looking for something that's very, very, very monsoon proof, this might not be it. And the zipper itself is also not PU coated, but I like Aer's little touch of adding this additional tab here and this little loop-de-loop right there, because it gives you just an access point where you can hold, and then it makes it easier to open and to close the tote. Inside, we have a back compartment and two stash pockets on this side. Let's talk about the back compartment, because it's advertised to fit one of these. A laptop, up to a 16-inch it says. But one thing to keep in mind, if you're like, hell yeah, laptop tote, that's what I'm talking about, baby, is, my computer costs like 2,000 frickin' US dollars, which for me is just a lot of money, and I don't want to risk my laptop getting injured, so I want it to be protected and secure. And this is not going to be the most secure pack to keep your tote. There's not a lot of padding on the back, and there's not really much of a false bottom going on. Sorry, baby, but you heard that, right? That's me sort of hitting the ground with the bag. And that's fine because you're not buying some sort of bomb-proof laptop tote with this. It's not what it's advertised to be. But what I'm getting at is what I'd recommend is if you're going to carry your laptop in a tote like this, double wrap it. Put it in a laptop sleeve, even like one of those small laptop holders like the one we use from Rush Faster. I love that one, just to give it that extra protection because, it makes me a little insecure is all. I'm gonna take you out. Sorry, baby. But it is a nice addition to have that. And if you don't use it for an actual laptop, yet again, it's a good spot for a towel. For me, I think it's a nice little spot for my backup jacket. Throw that in there. Now these two smaller pockets are really for anything small. Because of their location, they're not pockets that I'm gonna utilize like too much. I'll throw stuff in there that I just wanna keep organized that I'll need later, but I won't need now, but I want them to be organized. All that makes sense? Maybe on one side I'll put my keys because there's no designated key compartment in this bag. And maybe on the other side is a portable battery and some backup headphones in case my AirPods die. Those are like things that I don't need now, but I like them to be just organized. So that's why you're probably here. You're just an organized person. I know that's why I'm here. Now the main compartment, interesting. As we've really packed out this front compartment with the big old Sony headphones and stuff, we've lost a fair amount of space in this main compartment because it sort of starts to kind of come into there. So keep that in mind. And I don't know what we're packing for today, but I got a backup jacket, so that's 2 jackets if you're traveling as a couple, right? Bellroy desk caddy for some extra tech stuff. I don't know, maybe I'm gonna go Muay Thai in later, right? You can see sort of how we're packing out. Zip it on closed, we got a tote. Overall, pretty comfy. Maybe a bit more padding would have been nice. I'm getting a little picky here. But overall, it's definitely a tote that gets the job done. I'm curious though, do you agree? Would you have liked to have seen a bit more protection and weather resistance here? Maybe a PU coated zipper? I wanna hear what you have to say. Please let me know in the comments below. And one thing to note is it does a pretty good job of standing up by itself, which I appreciate in any and every pack. Even the backpack that I'm building. What? This dude's building a backpack? Yeah, yep, shameless self-promotion. But actually here at Nomads Nation, I've reviewed like 300 of the best bags of the world, totes, duffels, messengers, and I got this burning desire to make a backpack of my own. And not only that, but I'm actually documenting the entire process on this YouTube channel, and I'm getting you involved. So if you wanna help vote on some of the key features of the bag that I'm building, and see what it takes to make an amazing, fingers crossed, backpack and build it from the ground up, you're gonna wanna check out the second link in the description below. That'll tell you more about our Building a Backpack project and how you can get involved. I hope to see you in your inbox. Let's do some pros and cons of the Aer Go Tote 2. Pro number 1, solid materials. Pro number 2, highly versatile. And pro number 3, big fan of this front pocket. Pros and cons. I got a few things that could have been improved. Maybe a bit more waterproofness at the top. Perhaps a bit more padding for the laptop compartment, and maybe just a bit more padding on these handles. But maybe you're like, Aaron, shut the F up with your cons. This thing is perfect, I'm totally getting one. And if you're gonna make a purchase, please remember to check out the first link in the description. Sometimes we have discount codes, but always make sure that you get the best price. And it also helps to support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we really appreciate. Thank you so much. But there also might be a chance that you're like, Aaron, those cons, you got me. I'm out. Give me some alternative recommendations. Here they are. Alternative recommendation number 1 is going to be the Alpaka Elements Tote. This will be for you if you're looking for a really nice tote, but maybe 90 USD is just a bit more than you wanted to spend. The Alpaka Tote has a lot of premium materials. It's really great value, and it's like half the price. To learn more about the Alpaka Elements Tote, take a look in the description below and you'll find a link to our full review. Alternative recommendation number 2 is going to be the Supply Rennen Tote. This will be the tote for you if you're like, that tote was cool, but it wasn't enough. I want more features, better materials, more weather resistance, and I don't care how much it costs. That's what the Supply Rennen Tote is. It's pretty epic, and you can learn more about it by taking a look at the description below and finding a link to our full review. And alternative recommendation number 3 is going to be the Bellroy Tokyo Totepack. This will be for you if you like the idea of a tote that can actually also be a backpack. It's a tote pack, hence the name. You might not even have known that this was an option that existed. And this is a really cool bag. It does the backpack thing and the tote thing very well with Bellroy's ever so awesome style and design. And to learn more about it, you can just go ahead and watch this video right here. And be sure to let me know if you have any questions in the comments about the Aer Go Tote 2. I personally respond to every single comment myself. Thanks for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Nomads Nation, and we'll catch you next time.